Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel if you're new here. So today I'm going to make that necklace for the winter snowball themed set. I don't know if this is going to sit right. It doesn't seem that way. So I made this using Off the Beaded Path pattern. She's got a tutorial on it. Kelly has a tutorial on it. She used bicones though, and I'm using, let me try the 6mm. I used 4mm, the rounds that Kat sent to make the bead, the beaded bead. But it doesn't seem like it wants to sit right on the 4mm. But she used bicones, so there's the difference. I'm just gonna pick a hole here, go straight through. Alright. That's a little bit larger than I wanted it to be, but if it holds it better, then that's what we're going with. So I wanted the eye pins because I'm using an eye pin because I want to make little dangles too, besides, excuse me. And to hang from it because I'm going with the same theme, with the snowball theme. Oh, I did put a seed bead on. See? I'm glad I looked. So I just kind of want that. It's a little wonky for whatever reason. You know what? I bet you that's the top there and bottom. I didn't reinforce this, and I probably should have because it is round beads instead of... Oh, it doesn't really matter, I guess. Alright, these beads might be a little off too. That's a possibility. So, sorry. Long drawn out story just for that, right? I'm just going to make this. This will be my focal. And then I think these are kind of like, these are on the soft side, so I'm going to wrap this. I think I'm just going to follow the pattern from the bracelet. Did I say that already? Because this is attempt number 3. Some days are just like that. I might use chain for the dangles, or I might not. Because it would go with the earrings, you know. But I figured this would look like a snowball. I don't know why these are popped. Oops. Popped down like that. See, I should have really reinforced it, but... There we go, that's better. A little bit. Okay, so that's going to be my dangle. Well, my focal. I have to be real careful here because I have broken many seed beads trying to get this wrapped. Let me push you down. Not this one particularly, but when I'm wrapping stuff with seed beads involved, I tend to break them. Okay. So I would say to definitely reinforce this, but like I said, she was using bicones and I'm using rounds, so I think that might be a part of the difference. Anywho, that's going to be my top and that's going to be my bottom. So I think I'm going to start in the middle with that and then work my way out. I'm going to attempt the quartz colored, the silver. This is the silver, yeah. I'm going to attempt this again. I was going to use the quartz. I don't know why I changed my mind, but whatever. I'm in that kind of mood. Whatever. Just whatever. So, where's my bracelet here? So I'm going to put 2 of the 8mm here in the front. I could probably do the 6mm, but I want to keep it like in line, the same pattern as the bracelet so that it matches. Like that. I'm just going to continue to do the same thing I did on the bracelet, but except I'm not going to double it. I'm just doing the one row. So I'll do that and then I'll come back and we'll do the tassels. I guess they would be tassels. We'll be back. So I think, sorry, I came back. Sorry. So I think I'm going to, even though they will float right through my the loop for my focal there, I think I'm going to put the 2 seed beads in. Or will they? Oh, maybe they won't. Yeah, they will. Only because it'll break it up a little bit. It was too much. Yeah, I like that better. So a little bit better. All right. Sorry about that. So I'm just following the same pattern because, like I said, I want it to match the bracelet. And I also want it to match the earrings. That's why I'm going to put the chain. Did I say that already? I probably did. That's why I put it on. Yes, I did say that already. So I'm going to put little dangles on it. So rather than bore you to death with watching me put beads on, oh, that's why I came back too. I'm trying different crimp tubes that I have. I'm hoping they'll work better. They seem a little bit better. So I figured I would try them and see how they work out. Because I'm sure it's just a matter of getting the right combination, you know? It's neither the crimp tubes themselves or the wire. It's just me not knowing which ones to use. Sorry. All right, I'll be back. Okay, so I think it was 6 sections. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 sections from 8mm to 8mm. That's the wrong bead on there. And then 3 seed beads at the end on each side makes it 17 inches. So each section is a little bit bigger than an inch, probably about, I don't know if it's 1.25 inches. Like 1.5 inches. So I really didn't want to add another because I like my necklaces around 18 inches. I don't really like things too low because I'm top heavy, and you know, I'd rather draw the eye away from that than to it. So, not that you all needed that information, but I like to explain myself apparently. So I'm going to try these other tubes, these other crimp tubes. I don't know what happened to the other, oh, that was for the bracelet anyway, wouldn't have worked. Never mind. So I'm using the same toggle as I did for the bracelet. Same toggle set, I should say. So I already have my crimp tube on. Now hopefully these tubes will work. They seem bigger than the other ones. Those other ones were real tiny, and my crimper just wasn't grabbing them. I think that's what part of the issue was too. This is beautiful wire though, I can tell you that much. It's a very soft feeling. I get very soft feeling. And it's flexible. I don't seem to be getting any kinks. Unlike Tiger Tail, I end up getting kinks most of the time. Alright, I'm going to leave it at that. That seems about as far as it wants to go. So wish me luck, because, well, I wouldn't have to cut that much off anyway. Oh, I think you might have worked. Let's see. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. And then I'll do the tassels. I just wanted to do that first. Wanted to crimp this first because, please get on. I should have used 8mm. 8/0s, I mean. I don't have any 8/0s though. Please. Pretty please. You know how I feel about, I'm gonna have to take all of these off. I'll be back. So I have to restring all of these. Learn from my experience. I'm going to put 3 8/0s at each end, 11/0s, 8/0s. Oh boy, 8/0s at each end. I think these are, yeah, and these are aluminum, I believe. So yeah. Always watch my videos before you start making something that I make, because things just don't go right sometimes. Alright, now I'll be back when when everything is strung back up. I'm going to put 1 or 2 of these blue ones at the end anyway, just because it's around this bead. But I'll be back. Of course, the other thing I could do, you know what? I'm going to be lazy. I'm not going to restring all of these. I'm going to cut this off. I have the extra wire on here, so I'll be wasting my crimp tube, and that little bit of wire, but that's okay. It's easier than restringing everything. And like I said, I have the extra wire on it anyway. So, and I don't like, I seriously do not like cutting my wire that close to my crimp bead. I just don't. It's something that, well, you saw the other day, not the other day, but one of my other videos, get all the way to the end, you get your whole thing done, and then to have that, you know, to have your wire come out of your crimp tube is quite annoying, just saying. So I'm going to put 3 of these 8/0s on. These are Toho. Aluminum, I believe. Have like a goldish tint to them. Yeah, because that's a whole lot easier than restringing all of these beads, right? And honestly, what am I going to do with that extra wire anyway, other than maybe make some kind of wired earrings? Yes, much better. Thank you. I'm not cutting it off there, but all right. Now, let's get back to this. Yeah, I just didn't feel like restringing everything. I could have, but why? Why when you don't have to? All right, now I'll cut my wire down here. It's just something that I do. I mean, you don't have to. I know a lot of people cut theirs off at their crimp tube, and that's fine if you don't mind doing it, you know, taking that risk. But me, I do mind taking that risk, so. All right. Take you off, put 3 of you on. It's not that much wire, see? It's not even enough to make a bracelet. For me, I might be able to make a baby bracelet with it, but that's about it. This is the way I was taught how to do it, or learned how to do it. And I really wasn't taught how to do it. I just trust it more than having it cut so close. Because, and here's the thing, you can feel it slipping. If it does come apart, you'll be able to feel it slipping. I hope you guys are separated in there. Yes, these crimp tubes work much better, I believe. Yes. So it was the combination of the crimp tube. See, I'll show you. It wouldn't even make it around my wrist. So it's not like... I was going to make it extra long, like a 20-something inch, but you know what? I don't really... It's not my thing. It's just not my thing. Now, as for little dangly doodads, so from the clasp to, from the loop of the toggle to the bar of the toggle, it is about 38 1/8 inch long, and that's 6 sections. If you're interested in making it, just so you know. So if you wanted more, if you wanted it longer, you'd have to add a couple more sections. It's kind of why I start in the middle too, because I don't know how long I want things. Alrighty, so do we want like all of this hanging from there? Yeah, we can do it. We can do it. So I'm just going to make the same dangle that I made with the earrings and pop it on there, and I'll be back to show you the finished product. You know, as I'm making this dangle, I'm thinking I might have forgotten to mention to alternate sides when you're making the earrings. Just thought about that now. But I think there's so much on it that you might not even be able to tell anyway. Honestly. See? Can you see them? Yeah, sort of. No better? Yeah. So anyway, I'm almost done with this. Well, sort of. I have the other strand to make, and I also have the two little side dangles to make. Because yes, I'm going to put them on here too. I want to stick with the pattern there. Also be careful. You're better off trying to make sure you're not holding that chain in between your pliers. Of course, I'm going to have one that's really obstinate, right? Just the way it is. I shall return. Oops, sorry. Okay, so I'm back. So I figured I would just show you everything together. Here's the necklace. So you and I like where it hangs. It's right just about under the my collarbone. So there's that. Here's the earrings. I made these the exact same way as the earrings. And here's the bracelet. The thing with, I could have made the necklace the same, but you have to add more beads, and I really didn't honestly feel like playing games with it, so I just figured, you know what, this is close enough. Everything matches, and this is, I used Miyuki Light Gray Lined Aqua AB. I got them from Auntie's Beads. I used Toho aluminum, and I think I got these from Bida Bida. I think I got them from Bida Bida. So the rest I used the soft flicks that Kat sent, which I really like. I really, really like. I have to say that. And I don't know where I got the crimp tubes. I had them, so I have no idea. But I think it might have been Auntie's Beads. So the soft flex, the silver came out of the Festival of Lights 3-pack. Just so you know. And I used, these are the 6mm. This is what I have left of a strand of 4mm. So I used more of them because I used them a lot for the earrings. So there's that. And these are the 8mm. I hardly used any of those. When did I use? 7, 8, 16 on the necklace and 4 on the bracelet. So I used a total of 20. And these are the coin beads. So if you can't find the coin beads, I know Kath said she went back to look and they didn't have them. You can use a lentil. It has to be a lentil with the hole drilled straight through it, not top drilled. So I know they might be a little bit harder to find the coin beads maybe. Yeah, but you can also use a different 6mm bead. You know. So these, I like this color. This is the denim, I think. So that's why I made this color. I thought it went nice with these opal beads. Anything else? Am I forgetting anything? I don't know. Is that all the products I used? Where did I put it? Here it is. That's all the products I used. Can't get them all in. There we go. So yeah, my advice would be, like, as far as seed beads, if you're not going to be bead weaving, you can get away with any seed bead. It doesn't really matter. But if you're bead weaving, it matters, because they have to be precision beads, because otherwise it comes out all wonky. I mean, you can get cheaper seed beads and just mess around with them. That's up to you. That's your choice. Me, I don't have time for that. I would rather just... That's how I store my earrings, in plastic bags. On the card and in plastic bags. So, it's up to you. Like, I just use the Toho and the Miyuki because I have them. Because I bought them for bead weaving. But you can use any seed bead, really. If you're just stringing, you can use any seed bead. You just have to pick them out and, oh, that's what I was saying. It's just, I'm lazy. I don't want to have to pick through all the seed beads to make sure they're all the right size. And that's what you run into when you don't buy. Like, Japanese seed beads are more precise than other seed beads. Czech seed beads are really good as far as precision as well. They're closer to Miyuki in size, I would say. I know Kat sent me some Matsuno, which I think are Toho, but I'm not sure. So I don't want to say definitely that they are. Anything else? This stuff is really good. I'm going to have to buy myself some. I like it. It's really soft. I like the other wire I have, beading wire I have too. Tiger tail, which is what I'm used to from back in the day, kinks. This tends to not kink. I mean, unless you're taking your nail and bending it. Like, unless you're doing one of these, it's more flexible. Like a tiger tail, like, just kinks up on you. So, that's what I wanted to say about that. So, I hope you like. The earrings are called Snowball Fight earrings. And just about all the products that I used are from Bead Box Bargains, other than the wire and the crimp beads and the jump rings and the seed beads. Everything else is from Bead Box Bargains. So thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoy. If you make it, let me know in this description box below. I'm curious. I know somebody made my Christmas candy necklace, and I'll tell you what, that makes me happy when someone, actually makes something